A lone gun in the grass, the aftermath of a violent day in Ionia that left one man, the shooter, dead. Police shot that man, who tonight we know is from Arizona, after he shot his neighbors and then opened fire on police. We broke the story for you at woodtv.com moments after it happened. Tonight, we're live in Ionia with 24 Hour News 8's Joe LaFurgey, who has been out there all day covering this story for us. Joe?
Brian, it has been a very bizarre day trying to put everything together. I want to show you right now. This is a house where that suspect, the man shot by an Ionia County Sheriff's deputy, lives. You can still see the police tape wrapping that home. And just across the street, you can see that kind of bluish gray house with a porch. That is where the two victims were. And I just talked to one of the victims. He didn't want his face shown on TV, but Troy Townsend says there was just no rhyme or reason to why he and his friend were shot by that suspect.
Sitting out here, two cops pulled up, went to his door, knocked on the door. No one answered. They walked around the house. They took two fake guns off the front porch and took them out back. They went to their car. They backed out of the driveway and sat there for a few minutes. Like 10 minutes later, he poked his gun out the front door and shot right here.
Back here live in Ionia, all of this began right around 10:30, 11 o'clock this morning.
I heard the sound of fireworks, or what I thought was fireworks.
But when Ashley Fox looked out her front window, she saw a man on the ground.
I saw his head hit the ground. I thought maybe he got hurt setting off a firework, but I looked off to the side and I saw cops cutting through the yard of my neighbor with their guns drawn.
Ionia public safety investigators say they went to a home in the 900 block of Maine to check on someone there just after 10:30 this morning, but no one answered the door. As they turned to leave, the suspect came out the back door with a shotgun, fired at two people across the street, then ran back into the house. Backup, including Ionia County Sheriff's deputies, arrived. The suspect walked out the door of the house and started walking down the sidewalk, shooting at an Ionia deputy. He missed. The deputy returned fire, hitting the man. He died at the hospital. The two people he shot are expected to be okay. Neighbors tell us police were at the shooter's house before. As recently as last night, police weren't offering up many details.
Is that being investigated, though?
Yes, everything is being investigated. Correct.
Okay. The shooting may have come after other bizarre behavior from the suspect much earlier in the day. Judy Schwartz answered a knock at her door just after 7 this morning. A very agitated man told her he needed to see her husband, a dentist. He showed her the dental crowns he claimed he'd removed with a pair of pliers.
He just wants someone to find out if he's right, because he says, I'm hearing voices and I don't normally hear voices, and I just want someone to tell me whether or not, I've been poisoned.
Schwartz is an attorney who's dealt with clients that have mental health issues. She says she thought about calling public safety or community mental health, but didn't think they could do much.
He wasn't threatening to me, and other than pulling his teeth out, he wasn't saying he was going to do anything to himself, so.
Now, late this afternoon, we learned the suspect is believed to be from Arizona. They are still trying to get a hold of his family members, and until they do that, they will not release his name. As for the deputy that he shot at and that deputy that fired the fatal shot, he has been put on paid administrative leave. That, of course, standard operating procedure in any police-involved shooting. Michigan State Police are taking over the investigation into that part of the incident, the shooting part of the incident. Live in Ionia, Joe LaFurgey, 24 Hour News 8.